All right, what's up, family? We're gonna do a sentimental one slash family one here. So this is for any and all family members out there that have a great deal of love and respect for your fathers, your uncles, your grandfathers. Now we can do another video on another day about grandmas, moms, and aunties and all that. But today we're gonna stay on the men, and that's why I'm gonna title this one here. Men have feelings too. Because we truly do. Although ever since from a little boy we was taught, be tough, stick your chest out, don't cry. You gotta hold it together, keep it together. Man, don't let nobody see you cry. You gotta be tough. Listen, yeah, with all that said, we still have feelings too. Let me get right to my point. There was a video I seen not too long ago of this 55-year-old man who he had just got off of work and came home. Now when he came home, you could see this guy was tired, exhausted. But when he walked in the house, what next transpired the moment he walked in that house broke my heart. After working all day, when he walked in the house, it broke my heart. What happened next? You get what I'm saying?
Get out, Bobby. Don't tell me. You found another man in the house?
All right, listen up. Yeah, yes, but it ain't what you think. But yeah, there's another man in the house, but it ain't what you think. So anyway,
okay.
The way the video go, the guy just came in the house, and when he came in the house, he walked in. You can see he was tired. Went to turn around. Before he went to turn around, all of a sudden, a whole group of people say, "Surprise!"
Wow.
That's a wonderful thing. His whole family, everybody, it was packed in there. It reminded me of almost like that episode in, what's that movie? With Denzel Washington and old boy. You know what I'm talking about. It'll come to me later. But anyway, yo, they all gave him a surprise birthday.
Antwone Fisher?
Antwone Fisher. That's what it kind of remind me of. Because it said in the caption above his head, it said, "We threw a surprise birthday party for my father. My father had never had a birthday party celebration his whole entire life." Now you go, what? Yes. His whole entire life, he was told to work hard, keep it together, don't complain, do for everybody else, try to look out for everybody else, but don't put your feelings above no one else's. You know, your feelings need to be on the back stage or back burner. Put everybody first. Always concerned about everybody else. And yo, when they all yelled out, "Surprise!" Yo, this is why it broke my heart. Because that man stopped dead in his tracks. And he just looked at everybody. And his head just kept turning. He looked at everybody. And he started crying. 55-year-old man. I remember we was always told, yeah, boys don't cry, men don't cry. You know what I'm saying? He started crying. And one by one, the whole family came up and embraced him and hugged him.
Wow. See,
now the reason I said that broke my heart because this is a man who always been told, man, you gotta take care of your family. You gotta put everybody first. You come second. Work that second job. Work that third job. Get that money together. Help these family members out. Check on this family member. Check on that family. Y'all remember the old video I said Uncle Joe and Aunt Frances right here? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes Uncle Joe and Aunt Frances, they so worried about taking care of everybody else, but who's worried about taking care of him? See what I'm saying? That's why it broke my heart, because it's like other family members got to have some form of benevolence towards dad, uncle, granddad. And as always, it don't stop. We'll give you a word of the day. Benevolent. What does that mean? To have some compassion, to have some consideration, to be kind-hearted, to be thoughtful of someone else. See? Because, see, this is what happened all too often with dads like that. See, dads like that wind up getting older, sick, not feeling good, mentally healthy or whatever. And guess what? Family members love to say, hey, then you find out he's in the hospital, right? And when you find out he's in the hospital not doing well, then you want to say silly stuff like this. Hey, well, I didn't know he was doing bad. I mean, why did he never say nothing? He never said nothing to none of us. Well, let me tell you something. He's not going to say nothing.
His
Great
father
example.
worked,
He had passed away,
but
and
his
then now
father worked very hard on the farm.
always worried about everybody else.
Yep.
And when he passed away, what did Aunt Vibe say? She said, "Oh my gosh, why did he tell us that he was going through this? Oh my gosh, why did he?" Know why? Because he's not going to tell you. But let me tell you something. For all y'all family members out there, your nephews, your nieces, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, and uncle, listen. When your butt was getting evicted out of your house, what happened? Your uncle wound up finding out and helped you get to the next month for your rent, right? When your niece got locked up or whatever, right? What's the first thing y'all love to say out of your mouth? Well, I ain't asked him to do this. But guess what? He found out through your mother, your cousin, your sister, your brother, whoever. He found out that your butt was in jail on a $300 bond. And what he did, first thing he did, he went off on everybody else. What? My niece up there in jail? And ain't nobody go get her? Man, let me go. And they said, no. He go, nah, I'm going to go get my niece. What's wrong with y'all? Got her up in there. See? When you need to move out of that house, right? What did your uncle do? He helped you move the furniture. So listen, let me tell y'all, a lot of y'all out there. The times when you say silly stuff like, well, he never told me, I always thought he had it together. Every time I see Uncle such and such or whatever, he looked like he always got it together. Yeah, that's him keeping himself together. He ain't going to show you that he's sweating.
And
He
he's
ain't
not
going
going
to show
to
you that
say
he's breaking.
it. And he's not going to make any noise about it.
He ain't going to make no noise about it. But the next time you go over his house and you know he loved that car in the driveway, it ain't been driven in the last 10 years. Or it ain't been driven in a month, and you see it with a flat tire. When your butt go over there, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to have some benevolence of all the time he helped you out. So stop saying silly stuff like, well, he never said nothing to me. Nah, what you supposed to say, yo, hey, Uncle such and such, man, I see you got the car, man, you got a flat tire, man. You ain't been running that car, what? Yo, man, I went and bought some parts, man. We about to fix this car today. And I'm going to tell you what he going to say when you say that. He gonna be like, nah, don't worry about that car. Fine, I'll be fine. I don't need it. I don't need no help. They always going to say that. Mm-hmm. But you still take your butt out there, start working on that car. Because I'm going to tell you, what's going to happen when you do that? About 10, 20 minutes later, he going to come outside. And y'all going to be working on it together. And together, you're going to be building a bonding moment. Because he's never going to ask for help. Never. Real men, we're never going to ask for help. Now, I know some out there will say, well, that's the problem. Some men, they need to ask. No. Did you ask when every other family member turned their blind eye to you? All of a sudden, your uncle showed up, didn't he? Every time you needed money, you called him, right? But even he, at some point, he have a threshold of nonsense where he go, all right, that's it. Every time somebody called me, need this, they need this, they need this. So even he have a threshold. And you don't think that's a part of stress? Let me tell you something. Stress is a killer to some people. You keep putting so much stress on somebody, and you think, well, he never said nothing to me. It is so many times men wind up in the hospital. They mentally depressed because nobody is having any benevolence for him. Meaning consideration, compassion, thoughtful, kind-hearted. No one is taking in consideration, yo, man, let's do something nice for Uncle. Let's do something nice for Daddy. Let's do something nice for Granddad. But y'all always just thought, he always just had it together. He seemed fine to me, like a brick. Like, man, he's solid. Yeah, he trying to keep it together. But like that old song, Smokey Robinson, tears of a clown when no one's around. He ain't gonna tell you that he's heartbroken. You know, maybe his wife died years ago. Maybe he know the house about to go into foreclosure. Everything that he worked hard for, he know he about to lose it. And ain't no family member come to the rescue. But meanwhile, when y'all was all going through stuff, he always came to the rescue. I'm sorry, you're going to say something.
You know what really kills me with people, Bobby? Is that people act like it costs them so much just to make one simple phone call. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they be on the phone all day. Mm-hmm. They put more interest in things that it's not a matter.
It burns me up.
But when I'm sorry, babe, but when something that really matters in their life, they make it seem like it's not something that they should take the initiative to say to care.
And like you said, they're always on the phone. Let me tell you something. That's a nonsense thing right there, an excuse. Because that's something else I'm going to talk about in another video on another time. A lot of silly people out there, they think because they hit a like button on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, they really think that's communication. So when you speak to them, they be like, when the last time you spoke to your auntie? Oh, yeah, I be seeing her on Facebook all the time. Yeah, I see she been in the garden. I hit the like button. No, but when the last time you went and visit her? When the last time you went and visit him? When the last time you actually called the phone and actually had a real conversation with that person? So don't hit me with this nonsense talking about, oh yeah, I hit them on TikTok, I hit them on Facebook. That's not a real conversation. See how the internet has made us so lazy and so disconnected from our families. And then when as they say, when the ish hit the fan, now everybody want to be like, oh my gosh, what we gonna do? Oh man, I didn't know Uncle such and such had a heart problem. I didn't know, he never said nothing to me. I didn't know the house was going into foreclosure. Oh my God, they took his car. Oh, I didn't know he lost a job. When he lost his job and then everything just went down. Oh my God, he didn't tell me. He never said nothing. Every time I come by the house, he never say nothing. He not going to say nothing. But you got eyes. You're supposed to have a heart, don't you? That beats. If you got a heart that beat, you're supposed to be able to know these things. You see these things. Because doggone it, when you went through them, he noticed them. You choose not to.
Another thing what gets on my nerve is that how people find time to go to a funeral when a person is already under the ground.
There's nothing you can do for them now.
Nothing for them. But when they're alive, you can't take 5 minutes and able to say, let me just say hello. What's so hard about that? That gets under my skin so badly because the funeral gets so packed up with people that if the person would be alive and say, who is you?
I remember my Uncle Billy before he passed. That's just the conversation me and him had. When I told him, I said, yo man, I'm coming down. I want to hang out with you. I want to spend time with you. This is the man that raised me. I said, I want to spend time with you. And you and him hang out too.
Yeah,
because we spent plenty of times when he was up in Jersey. We used to go to his house. That's the one family member that used to pop up over my house randomly and say, man, I was just in the neighborhood. Thought I'd check on you. Seeing if you're all right. Everything good? You good? You everything fine? You need anything?
That was cool.
I'm like, nah, man, that's cool, man. You're the only family member that do that. You're the only one. Everybody else always claiming so damn busy. So that's why I used to do that to him. I would pop up, yo, man, or he'd give me a call. Yo, man, I'm throwing some steaks on the grill. He loved cooking steak. I'm putting some steaks on the grill, man. Why don't you and your wife and kids come on by and get something to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have some other plans, but my uncle called me. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going over my uncle way. That's
cool.
why before he passed, that's all he kept talking about was that he's about to go. So I said, look, I'm coming down there, and I want to spend time with you. And he had other plans to come to Jersey while we was going down there. I told him, look, man, I want you to cancel them plans because I want to spend time with you. And when I said that, he said, man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that.
That was cool.
I'm going to wait for you to get down there.
That was real cool.
You see?
Yeah.
Because, and then the conversation that me and him had, he didn't talk that much because he had the thing in his neck. But the little talking that he did do, the exact words he said, and when I said to him, I said, yeah, man, that's all you keep talking about. You're going to be gone soon. That's why I want to spend time with you, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff you taught me growing up. And he said, yeah. You right. Yeah. With the trach in your neck, can't talk too well. He can talk, but it's like that, talk like that, talk like that. Mm-hmm. And those are his exact words. He said, yeah, when I'm gone, ain't nothing you can do for me when I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate. He used to always do that. He's like, I appreciate it. I appreciate you here. That's all that matters. You're here now. And see, that was a gift in itself when he just them words from him to say that to me. Now my uncle wasn't the type to say the words I love you. That was funny too, because I was like, this guy just, he was like, I'm a man, just refused to say it. But I said it to him anyway. But that's why I would say to anybody out there, yo, communicating on the daggone internet is not real communication. It's making you lazy. And as far as keep saying you didn't know your dad, your granddad, your uncle, your cousin, whatever, you didn't know that they was going through this, you got eyes, don't you? You got a heart that beats, right? Pay attention. Because when you're going through stuff, they take time out for you. You can't keep putting this person on the back burner. And like I said, let's run them down. I ain't even running them all down. I'm just running down the common ones. When he lost his wife, you don't think he's heartbroken? When he lost his job, you don't think financially things are going to switch up on him? When his car started working or his favorite truck or whatever, you don't think that bothers him? You get what I'm saying? When his health started declining, and you don't think these things are something that he's worried about? Because see, when his health started declining, you know what? With his health declining, you know what's on his mind? He's still concerned about how family doing. When he should be worried about himself, but he's still concerned about how family doing. And it's like, yo, no, come on, we need to get you back right. So all I'm saying, man, instead of keep going on with this, like I said, when I watched that video of that guy, he broke down and started crying because they threw him a surprise birthday party. And like the caption said, his entire life, he had never got a birthday party. And this was the day the whole family got together. And you know why they did it? Because they know. Yeah. My father, man, he just always be like, nah, I'm good. See, this is what fathers like that would say. I'm fine. I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. I'll be good to go. You just worry about you and your family. I'll be good. Sometimes fathers like that, they even say offensive stuff to you. It seems like it's offensive, but this is how they feel. They be like, nah, but dad, granddad, uncle, I want to help you. Look, boy, you got your own kids, girl, you got your own kids. You worry about me. If something happened to me, you just put me in the ground. I don't want y'all spending no money. Matter of fact, if I pass away, you just put me out with the garbage. I don't mind. Just put me out with the garbage. I don't want y'all spending no money on me. Y'all worry about yourself. You be like, what? Put you out with the garbage? I've heard these talks before. Because their whole thing is, I don't want to be a burden. I want to help, uplift, and help, but I don't want to be a burden. That's why they talk like that. But you don't think they want some benevolence towards them? Because I'm telling you, they definitely do. But they will never ask. It's up for you to pay attention and adhere to their body language, their heart, and all that, and to do those things for your uncle, your aunt, your cousin, your uncle, your brother, your cousin,
your father,
your dad, your granddad. It's you to pay attention to them things because they're not going to ask. It's up for you to pay attention and just do it just because. You know why you're doing it? Because you're showing some benevolence. Because you got love for him. That's why you do it. You do it out of love and kindness and consideration. That's why you do it. You make it your job to do it. Peace.